British Rail has tonight announced a separate inquiry after more than 60 passengers were left stranded in their carriages on the East Coast Main Line between York and Newcastle. It happened during the morning rush hour after the driver divided the train to sort out a problem with the brakes. Jeremy Hibbard reports.
The 7:10 Newcastle to Liverpool train was on this stretch of line between Thirsk and York at about 8 o'clock this morning when the driver discovered a braking problem, stopped and split the train, driving the front three carriages to a trackside phone to report the problem. British Rail say the rear two carriages of the train were stranded for about 35 minutes while the driver tried to sort out the braking problem. They were later rejoined to the front section and taken slowly down to York. But passengers who were stranded on those rear two carriages say neither they nor British Rail staff who were with them were told about what was happening.
Next thing we know, the train's literally taking off. The front portion of the train is taking off, leaving us, and all I saw was a gaping chasm in the what was the access between the two carriages, and the train careering off into the distance. I waited to see if we'd get any announcements because it was a strange situation to be with, and potentially a very hazardous one. Nothing came from the conductor, so I went to the back of the train, found the conductor, asked him what was happening. He says there's a mechanical fault, and I said, well, do you know that your train's gone, disappeared? At that stage, he looked out of the window, out of his cab window, and said, Christ, I don't believe it.
British Rail says no other service on the main line was affected. The stranded passengers were transferred to a different train on arrival at York. BR said tonight that its investigation into the incident is continuing.
Other stories now, and a Grimsby company which collapsed with debts of £5 million is to be investigated by Humberside Police.